Actually on tour, so 3 years ago, and we were very uncertain if we were going to go ahead with new music or a tour. And then our management had this little CD land on their desk and said, "Oh, see us when you're giving you a song." And as soon as we heard it, we went, "That's where we're going." Yeah. So that song set the precedent for this whole campaign. But we've had this song for 3 years, and we've had to literally sit on our hands and bite our lips.
It almost did just kind of drop in our laps, if you like. It's just, and sometimes those are the things that spark a whole new creative process and a whole new. So that was the starting point.
I think as soon as we put our vocals on any song, then obviously it comes back to a step sound, and that sound doesn't change so much anyway because it's us, and that's what makes it what it is. But I think it's down to the production and the choice of songs, which is how the album evolves and the sound it takes.
There's a few ballads on this, but there's also a real sense of what steps from back in the day. You know, there's those real
nostalgia,
big nostalgic pop songs, which is, you know, quite fashionable at the moment as well. Dua Lipa's done a whole album of it, so
big melodies.
Yeah, but also some, like, can I say 70s disco-y type sounds, maybe some sort of 80s inflections in there as well. It's it's a real nice mix. Yeah,
very different to Tears on the Dance Floor, which was you know, very consciously a clever record. There's lots of emotions, light and shade, peaks and troughs. Yeah, I mean, it's pure pop. And like Claire said, we will always honour where we've come from, but hopefully point forward. I think it's a really great song to represent both. One foot in the past and one foot in the future, which is why we love that lyric.
It was a very different world. I mean, I don't want to say we were puppets, but you just kind of go out and you do your job and that's it. It wasn't really your place to comment on politics or anything really.
I still think though that Steps is a kind of a safe place.
Yeah.
And so we don't put opinions out there.
We don't influence
I think individually we feel like we can be allies, or we can speak our minds, or have our own opinions. But I think, you know, Steps as a band is escapism for people. It's somewhere that they can come to. It's a happy place. They can let their hair down, like you said, be who they want to be. And we're not there to influence anybody. It's everyone just to fall into the music and create their own stories, or you know, follow.
Why talk about things you don't really know anything about as well? Why would we talk about politics and things like that? We're not trying to run the country, we're just doing our music.
It's not even necessarily fair to say if you stay quiet then you're not, because sometimes saying something ends up being the wrong thing and you don't even realise you're saying the wrong thing. So we don't want to be, like we said, it is that safe space. You come to one of our shows and everyone can just forget about everything for that 2 hours that they're in an arena.
But we want it to be about the music, don't we? That's the key.
Music, fun, be yourself, have a good time.
Have a dance, let your hair down.